Never in my 22 years of being a developed sperm have I ever thought about wanting children. I don't desire to stick my wee-wee into someone and squirt my inside juices into their carrying vagina bun oven and have something pop out 9 months later. It's not something I desire. If you desire that, cool, live your life, have all the kinky, hot sex you want, and make a bunch of babies and have a big happy family. But what I don't like is when individuals fall in love and they have the coitus and they have kids and then the love dies and then they get divorced, you see underhanded tactics, some justified, some unjustified, of individuals trying to gain full custody of the child because they believe the spouse is either a bad environment, has abusive people around, or is just an overall cunt that they don't want to have their child with around anymore, which you could argue in some cases is fair, in some cases it's not fair, because people love their children, they want their children around, and you are sitting there trying to ruin their lives just because you hate them, and that's not fair. But I've never seen a concerned, righteous effort to just try so hard to get custody away from somebody. So gather around the campfire, boys and girls. It's time for me to show you something of someone trying really hard to gain full custody.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. As a lot of you know, I have a 5-year-old son who is with his mother, my ex-wife, and her entire family 5 days a week while he goes to school in her district. Also, as many of you know, she and her family are all anti-vax, anti-mask. Guess what she admitted to while I was recording in my car on my property? I asked her point blank, "Are you COVID vaccinated?" She said no. I said, "Do you plan to be?" And she said, "Maybe, I don't know." She said, "Maybe, I don't know." I now have hard proof of her admitting she is not COVID vaccinated around my son and takes no precautions whatsoever. And I can subpoena video of her being in stores unvaccinated with no mask with my child. I don't know for sure, but I think this could really help my case.
You got nothing else. You didn't sit there for all those seconds and explain how this person was abusive, how they beat the child, how they emotionally damaged the child. You didn't say anything about that. You just got a recording of her saying that, I'm not really thinking about getting the old jab. In which, again, I have to say it. If you get it, cool. If you don't get it, cool. Not my problem, because I'm not you. Live your life how you live your life. But if you honestly will sit there and think to yourself, I got nothing else on my ex-wife. She cheated on me. She had sex with my little brother. How dare she do this to me? I got nothing else that I could take from her because she made all the money. She was the breadwinner. She bought the house. She bought the car. And I was just sitting there jerking off to feet pics. I need something. The child. I could take the child from her. Now, what bad things does she do? Does she abuse him? No. Does she rob a bank? No. Does she have a drug-filled home? No. Does she have a crack dealer living in the house? No. She doesn't have the jab. I can use that. And there's another one where the judge was just like, hey, are you vaccinated? No? Oh, well, let me just get that child away from you. And if that's the game people are going to start playing now to win over custody or just have full custody of a child, that's a dangerous game. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't think that's really good. If you're going to argue to me that that's something necessary, you're really going to have to convince me that, yeah, just because you don't have a vaccine, that gives everybody the right to say, you know what? You see that kid there? I'm gonna snatch him from you real quick. Like I've said with this thing, it's the oddest set of circumstances where everybody is treating people differently, all from a jab. I understand we all want to keep each other safe, but to vilify individuals for their own choices is bad. To sit there and kick them out of places, no longer be friends with them, disassociate from your family, all over a personal choice and what somebody wants to do, ultimately, I think is quite scummy. But I do understand people want to keep each other safe, but doing things like this, taking custody from kids, I'm not really certain that that's really how we should be doing this. I'm pretty sure if you really got a reason to take full custody away from a parent, there needs to be an actual justifiable reason that will affect the child. If you're taking them away from an abusive home where the next boyfriend or the next wife is beating the child, sure. But for this one thing you got, that's your justification for doing this. nothing else. You didn't sit there like everybody else who's exposing their exes on TikTok. You didn't do anything else. You didn't say what bad. It's just she didn't get it, and you feel like that's the win. You, my friend, are the biggest loser. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Is this week on that BS? I think it is. It fits the story of something being bullshit. You know what? Yeah, this week on that bullshit.